Hello and welcome to episode 10 of the Direwolf20 mod pack for 1.16. Where do we begin? Okay, so I finished off the latex processing, so we've got a oak log which gets placed in there. Once that breaks, it gets replaced using the constructor. We've got the dissolution chamber, which I made just a moment ago, or a few minutes ago. We have the fluid extractors. Now obviously we've powered them here, and they're extracting their little fluid, and we've got the importers set on fluid types. So with the import and export buses, with this little button here, you can change it from fluid import and export or to an item import and export, which means that you just use the same importer or the same exporter type for both, which is kind of cool. I've put the pattern, which isn't actually working at the moment, but I will get that working at some point. I've added a diamond crafter, so for the recipes that require something a little bit faster. Then we've got the gold crafters, we've got one full empty one now because we've got the diamond one in there. And the reason why I've put these ones in here is because I like to craft these fast, and the only way to do that is with a gold crafter, purely and simply because it gives it a speed boost. So that's where we are right now. We've got a fully charged redstone thing. I've added a couple more magmatic dynamos with upgrades. At the moment that's producing 12-hour every tick. This is full, and until we actually get the meat so that I can do the mod farm, we're not going to get any more ender pearls. So the only way that I'm going to get those is if I go out and find them, and to make another one of those is 16 ender pearls. So we're kind of stuck. What I've done in the meantime is collected a whole load of wheat, because obviously we've got some leashes, we've got a bucket or two, we've got an animal baby separator and an animal feeder and a sewer. And so the sewer is going to go in the middle. We've got those two that are obviously going to go in there and feed them. We will generate some power, get that over there, and we'll also get the storage system over there as well for the import and export of that stuff. So what the plan is today is opposite what will eventually be the mod farm. I've got these two little cutouts. We're going to put animals in here, we're going to put the baby separator over here, and that will pull the... So basically what we'll do is we will pull the babies into this section. They will grow up, get slaughtered, and then yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, so as soon as they grow up, they're dead, basically. I think that's the only way really to do it. We've got to separate the babies so that they grow up. They then got to get slaughtered. So we will keep a whole load of stuff in here. As soon as we put it into here, once they grow up, then we'll probably go through into the third area here. And this third area will actually be where the killing takes place. So we've got two areas. We've got the grown-ups in here, and we'll get a few grown-ups. Obviously the feeder will be placed... Actually, where am I going to place the feeder? I think what we'll do is we'll place the animal feeder up here in the back. Obviously not pointed away from the animals, because that's just stupid. Right, so... for Christ's sake. We're going to have to get behind this anyway, so we might as well just dig this little bit area out first. And then we'll place the feeder in here, going that way. So now that will feed. So if we turn this on, you can see that it will only feed that area. Now I've got some range upgrades. I've got a tier 4 and a tier 6. A tier 4, wow, that goes way out. Huh. I didn't expect a tier 4 to be that big. So we don't need a tier 4, we want something smaller really. The sewer, however, we kind of want to go across both of these. So if we put the sewer in here, And then maybe put the 6 in there. Let's turn the radius on and have a look. Yeah, see, that covers both pens. I'm happy with that. So the sewer's going to collect sewage, okay? And that sewage is then going to be turned into other stuff down the line. But for the moment, obviously, we've got... Yeah, that'll be cool. Alright, so we need to replace this crap here with some grass, because, you know, why not? Let's be nice. So we'll replace this bit here with grass. That should help the sheep as well, so they can be sorted. We've got the sewer down here. We'll turn that one off. The baby thing, obviously we're going to need a little bit of an expansion thing on the baby sorter, so we're going to need, we don't really need that tier 4, so I'd say we'd need maybe a tier 2. I think maybe a tier 2 would be the better option. So if we go get some dirt and also make a tier 2. So I had a tier 3 sitting in here already, so the range upgrade here for tier 2 is lapis. So glass, redstone, and then lapis. So if we get lapis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lapis. We've got some panes already. We've got some more gold glowstone. What we don't have is, or what you haven't seen is, we've got a fluid storage disk which I made, and then up here we've got a fluid grid, which is where the latex is getting put, and we've also got water underneath here. We have one of those water evaporators, which basically just is feeding this. In fact, actually, if I show you, so down here we actually have the water condensator, sorry, which is going. We've got it powered, and that's going at a good rate. We've got 4 water source blocks around it, which helps it to go a bit quicker. We've got this thing set to an importer for fluids, and we've got this that says 25 buckets, and it stops. And so whenever we get less than 25 buckets, the redstone signal comes on, and then we get more water in the system. So, oh, hang on, it's not 25 buckets, is it? Because that should be just 25, 2,500 is 2.5, so that'd be 25,000. Is that right? So there's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25 buckets, and it stops. There we go. That's what I wanted. So this is in millibuckets. So if it's emit a signal when it's under this amount, so the water is in there, that is obviously not on at the moment. This has been set to only work with a redstone signal, so that actually fills up that. So you saw, it's kind of cool. The latex thing is very slow, but it just works. Now, to get fluids in and out of this system, you click it when you've got an empty bucket, or you left click and you can put it back in. Now, you can't take the bucket and click it. You've got to put the bucket in your inventory and then click that, and then you will automatically fill the bucket. And this thing works with latex. So there needs to be latex in the middle, 2 redstone, and 2 pieces of glass panes, and then whatever range it says here. So tier 2 is blue, which is lapis. Tier 3 is bone meal. So let's see what the tier 2 range is. What we'll do is, once we've cabled all the way along here, we'll put another crafting grid in the wall. So let's see what kind of size that is. Alright, that's perfect. So we need another one of them. So we need another tier 2 add-on, and that's for the babies. And we need to get some dirt as well. So babies, we need dirt, and we need another tier 2. So we need 2 redstone, 2 glass panes, and 4 lapis. And then we go over to the fluid and we get another latex, and then we put that in there, and then we should be able to wait and collect our item. Come on. Ta-da! Right, there's our upgrade. So, going back down, yeah, I know, I'm going backwards and forwards. I know this, but there is method to my stupidity. Not really. Right, so that should cover everything that the babies are, and then it should eject them into the next room. So with that, we are going to not cover this yet, because we need to run the cables. Right, so this will collect... Right, so this will take animal feed, which is whatever we pump into it, and we also need to have power. So the bottom and the back of this, the back will be the export for the ME system, or for the system. The power will come from underneath as well, and then we'll split the power and go off in this direction. And we also need the other part of the system to be there. So if we get the cables, the power, these don't need to be right there, they can just be in my inventory. What I've done with these, by the way, is the tier 3 I commandeered for all of the different types of ore that I pick up, and as you can see, there's 32 different things, 65,000 each. So there's not really a chance that it will get voided, which is obviously what you need when you go in mining. Right, so we need the power going in there. We need cable for the storage system going this way, because we're going to need an import for the sewer. So we're going to need a fluid import going into there. Now this is in the floor, so this will be covered up by dirt. So what we can do is use the importer going into here, and then the other side will come out and we'll do the other stuff. Now the baby importer only needs power, so we will do this slightly different in the fact that we will move the sewer one over, so that we can then put the power up and underneath. And also we can power that at the same time that we power, there we go, so the two get powered at the same time. This upgrade, or this range on the upgrade, is sufficient that it will, even though we've pulled it back, it will still be perfectly fine. So we're good there. We are going to come back for this one, because we can break that, because we're going to use an importer for that one and an exporter for this one. So we need one import, one export already. We need in this room we need another a baby thing, so we're going to need another one there. Is that really? Yeah, it is two blocks, yeah, so that's cool. Alright, so if we knock out the floor here, because this is also going to be dirt, just because, eventually we will get around to making this look pretty, and then we will have all dirt in there as well. And then round the corner we'll do dirt in the bottom, although I don't know why we need to do dirt on the bottom here, because basically things are just going to get slaughtered anyway. However, let's give them a nice place to die. Yeah, I know that sounds really bad. Right, so the power is going to come in here. We're going to run the power across to here, because wherever we've got that, we're going to have another baby thing. So we're going to need the power to the mob slaughterer as well. So we will run the cable under here and up, and then obviously this will be covered up with dirt. We will need the storage system to go into that next room as well, because the mob farm, or the mob slaughterer, or whatever we're going to call, will probably go in that back wall there. I'm more than likely put it in that back wall. So we need to run the cabling just through here. We don't need it for the baby separator, we just need the power for that. So import, we need another import for the other one, we need an export as well. So we need 2 imports and 1 export. I don't know if I've got any. No, I haven't. So we need 2 importers. So we need 2 of those. And we need an exporter as well. No, that's an importer, so we need an exporter. We'll have 1 of those. Alright. And then we're going to need a lot more cable. So 64 of them. And what we should have is the cable has been done, because I mean that's the easiest thing to craft. The importer and the exporter have also been done, so we're good. So let's get moving on these. Right, so the exporter is really simple. We're going to shove that on the back like so. We're going to take one of these and we're going to put that in the back there, and that will be the items that get exported into here, which is wheat essentially. Then we've got the importer, which we're going to set on fluid on here, because that's what we're going to be importing, which is sewage, which is a fluid. So we're going to set this one to import the fluids, and then as we go round we're going to have an importer as well for the basically the mob grinder, which I haven't built at the moment, so we're going to leave that one right now. That upgrade has been fine. That upgrade is also good. So we've got this and this area. We need another one of those and another upgrade. So let me just cover the floor here, because we are good in this room. We only need power for that one, and we need a tier 2 and an animal baby separator. And then in this room we will come back and finish, but it's going to take a little while for these things to sort themselves out anyway. We are going to run the cables down and up, and we're going to go out there, because I think that will be the easiest way of doing it. So we'll go down, up, and then we'll run them in parallel. Although, I mean, it would be a lot better if we had a flux point. We would be good then. Right, so this room is now complete. We've got everything that we need in here. Perfect. Alright, so we've got that set up, so we can cover that back up. That will be that. Right, so basically we'll breed them in here, they'll come into here, and then the baby, can we set that to moving babies or moving adults? So this one will be set to moving babies into here, and then this one will be set to moving adults into the slaughter. So let's go get another one of those and another upgrade, which is relatively straightforward to do. So we'll go back into here, and I don't know if I put the baby thing. No, I didn't put it in the system. So we'll do the upgrade first. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. We've already got the rest of the stuff. We will need another thing of latex, which we put in there, and then we go 2 of these, 2 redstone, and 4 lapis will give us our range upgrade. And we've got a tier 4 there, which is way overkill. Right, so that's that. Then we need a baby separator. There we go. Okay, so we need a few bits for this. Now we've got some of it, so we need a golden carrot, which is relatively straightforward. We need a golden gear, which is also relatively straightforward. And we need one of these pity things, which we can do as well. Perfect. There we go. So now it's just running the cables across and then down, really. Because we're gonna have the mob farm and stuff in there, so the cables coming straight out here will go across, and we'll just run them straight down the middle of the room. Like I said, we need ender pearls, so until I actually get ender pearls, we're kind of screwed. Right, so there we'll turn on that. We'll put the range upgrade in, which, there we go, we'll cover that room, and then we will switch it to moving adults only, and we'll turn that little thing off. So in this room, where the adults will appear, basically. Now we are going to turn this one off, so run with redstone. So we're going to turn that one off. So all the babies are basically going to sit in here. They're going to grow, and then that's it. In here is where we put the adults, and that's where they get fed, they breed, the babies go in here, they go into there to get slaughtered once they grow up. And then the more we have in here, the more that they grow. So what we could do is turn this one off as well for the moment, because the more animals we have in that section, the quicker we'll get babies, and then the quicker the more mob drops we will actually get from them, passive mob drops. So if we go outside, I grab some leads, and if we go grab the cows first, so we'll go 1, 2, 3. No, you. There we go. Come on then. Can I only hold 2? No, I can hold 3, so that's cool. Come on, all 3 of you. Let's go. Come on. No, don't shut him out. Come on, in you come. Come on. Oh, I lost him. Alright, we'll go back for him. We'll put these 2 in here and we'll go back for that guy, because his lead came off. You coming in? Come on, in you come. Come and get the food. Food? Food? Come on. There we go. Alright, so we'll shut that, we'll take the lead off. And then this thing, once... I don't know whether this thing works without power. It looks like it does. I'm not sure though. So, right, let's go get the other cow. Because, yeah, cows are stupid. I mean, look at him still standing in the bloody door. What the idiot, what a bloody idiot. Right, come on you. Come on. I have wheat. Coming? Come on then. You eat wheat. Let's go. I've already got 2 cows, so I could, in theory, kill you and still be fine. Right. Let's get, yeah, 0 RF, so let's just, whatever. Alright, so we've got our 3 cows. I'm not sure whether we'll leave the sheep where they are for the moment, but I'll put the sheep in the same pen, because that just seems to me like it's, you know, the best thing to do. Right, so running power down there, it would be really, really cool if we could just get another flux point. Can we get another flux plug? Do I have enough resources for a flux? It's not a plug, is it? It's a flux point. So a flux point, I don't know if I've taught the system flux points. No, it doesn't look like I have. So let's teach the system what that is. Oh, and what I did was over here on the search, I clicked it until it said JEI synchronized, so that when I type it in here, it actually filters in here as well now, which is really nice. Right, so flux plug and a flux point. Plug and point. So the plug receives energy from adjacent blocks, adding to the network, and this one removes from the network. So it's the flux point that I actually need. And we'll put those in there because I want those to be created quite quick. So it's the point that I need. Can we create one? No, I'm missing ender pearls. Shit. Alright, so energy cables. Did I? No, I didn't either. I didn't teach the system that. So if we go there and hit U, to get this, we can go, what recipe will we take? We will take this recipe because it seems like the best one. We need to do a basic capacitor, which is that, and what else? So we're using that one there. So basic capacitor, dielectric, which are these, and we also need an iron bar recipe because I don't think I've got the iron bar recipe. So energy, we'll put those in there because I want the energy stuff fast. So if I now go energy, that should be in the system, should be able to craft, there we go, so that I should be able to craft quite a few of these. Yeah, there we go. So 64 for now. The good thing is these don't actually take a lot of energy, or that they don't like the things that we're making, or the items, the machines that we're using don't take a lot of energy, so it's not too bad. So we should be in the floor here, there we go, and literally we are just going to run it down the middle of the floor. What I will probably do is go underneath the floor and do a 3x3, just because it seems it will be a lot easier to run the cables. So we'll dig down like so, and then I'll do this, and then I will put my auto torch thing back in. So this is basically a necklace that I create, like, so here it is, it's the caving torch charm. So basically well actually this one, but the torch charm. So this is an auto torch placer, which is, yeah, just makes it a little bit easier. So let's change this to a 3x3, there we go, and then let's just run down the middle. It works really, really well with this. So as you're running down, you can just, so we've got, I mean, I'll show you the setup that we've got. You see the torches being placed behind me. So with the setup that we have is, we have the pocket storage units, which are basically taking all the cobblestone and then voiding the excess. It's also anything that we mine goes into the pocket storage tier 3, which is all the mineral, you know, the ores and the dusts and all of that kind of stuff is going into there. We have the fluxo magnet, which is pulling everything in. So when I'm set to 5x5, I'm actually mining continuously, placing torches behind me so I don't get, you know, jumped by mobs, and everything is getting sorted into these two pocket dimensions. Very, very cool. It is very, very cool. I am so happy because I can just continue to mine without actually worrying. And yeah, it just makes things a lot simpler. Right, so the power gets run down here, like so, and then we go and grab the other one, which will run across the other. Will we run it across the other side? Yes, we will. So what we'll do is we'll go this way. Like so, and then we should be quite close to the other machines. There we go. Right, so the other machines are here, and then they go around the corner there. So perfect. Right, we will run that one into there. This is going to, remember as well, the more cables that you add, the more power you're going to be extracting. And there's our power hookup. So if we now go down the other end, we should actually see that stuff is starting to work. It would be nice if I could get out of here, so let's do this and then come up here, because we can always fix the floor, it's not a major issue. Right, there we go. Now why did I go back down there? Alright, so there we go. Right, that's working because there is a baby. Nice. So the more we leave in here to grow up, the faster they will spawn because there's more of them, or there's going to be more of them. So there'll be more adults. So more will get fed, and then more babies will be produced. So what we'll do for the moment is leave that off. So leave the baby separator off until we've got a decent amount of cows in there, and then we will turn it on, and any more cows will get spawned and quite happy. Now I don't know if that feeder is probably working. Yeah, there we go. So we've got additional wheat in there already. If I then go outside and get some more, you'll see that will disappear in the system. And actually the wheat we could get the wheat in here as well, because we've got the spare. Yeah, that sounds like a plan actually. Alright, let's go get the wheat, because I know that we've got the farm outside, and I know I can go out there and farm it every so often. But what would really be good is if we had seeds there, and then that would then just keep producing wheat for us continuously. Perfect. Alright. Should be good. So let's sleep through the night. So we've got our tiny little things set up now. What I may do is generate a new. What I might do is take this one for the cows, and then this one's babies and slaughters, and then this side have one here. Actually, that would be quite cool. So this side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Once I can fix a floor to not be a ravine, what we can do on this side is actually have the sheep this side, and then going into babies, going into the slaughter. So we have one slaughter place, but we have a couple. We have the sheep and we have that, and then what we can decide where we're going to put the pig one if we want a pig one. Pigs are only really good for meat, whereas the sheep is obviously wool, and the cows are, well, the cows are milk, but more importantly, it's the leather that I want from the cows, and then from the sheep I want the wool. So we don't really need the pigs, which is, yeah, I mean we could do it just to be complete, but then if we do that for that, then we've got to do it for the chicken. We could do a chicken farm actually, because I'm going to need arrows. I would like to get an infinity chant for the bow, so that I didn't have to worry about the arrows. Right, so here we've just run out of cobblestone, so if we go into the pocket dimension here, we can just grab another stack, which is quite cool. So there's that one, and right, so it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will be across here. I know that I'm filling this up, but I'm not gonna. I've got to go and make all the machines anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here. So if we just build the cell that's going to hold this, then we should be good. That was 5 across there, so we're good. Yeah, we need another stack. There we go. And then we'll put this bit back. So we've got that sorted. Right, that one is lit. That one's good. So yeah, this basically we will have another hole here, there, and there, so that the power and the other bits will go in, and then the baby separator will be there. The other baby separator will be here, and then we will have a feeder here. So that will feed, then it will transport them into here, and then in the same way it will go into here. We'll have the mob slaughter either at the back or at the front, and we will import all the drops in there. And this is working quite well. So we've got 2 little babies now, which is good. That will just continue to work, so we can just leave that. It's going to be a completely automated thing. So that'll be cool. So we've got that one up and running. We've got a new source of seeds, which won't take long. As you can see, we've done our plastic, which gets us into the whole industrial like foregoing. We've got this dissolution chamber. Now the dissolution chamber can be used for a number of things. So there's a few recipes that require that, which obviously now we've got one is quite good. Yeah, so we're not doing too bad. I will take you to the mining just to show you how much mining I've done. So as you can see, this is 15 levels, and I've cleared out all that, and I'm basically clearing out that section over there. You can see how far it goes down. I mean, it goes way off in the distance over there, and then all of that will be cleared out and down as well, which is why I've got so much stuff. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing between episodes. Yeah. We've almost used up all of our potions, so we're going to need to make some more fire potions. Yeah, I've got 2 left, and I've got a shield obviously so that I can deflect some of the damage that they deal. Yeah, which is it really. So that's it. Yeah, I think that would be kind of it for now. I would like to get this meat stuff going so that I can then get the other machine for the mechanical earth machine, so that I can then start the mob drop farm, so that I can hopefully get some decent source of ender pearls, and then I can start work on the base. Because until I get a source of ender pearls and some flux points and some more storage for the energy and that kind of stuff, I can't really work on the base, because I need to get it done. I need to get it to the point where I can go upstairs and have a wireless ME system transmitting the data between the two places, and then I can make some rooms that will be specifically for refined storage, or specifically for power generation, or the pots, yeah, all different rooms for all different things. And down here will be like the farms and the slaughterhouse and all that kind of stuff that you don't really want to hear, but the other stuff will be quite cool. So yeah, that's the plan. I just need to get to the point where we can get ender pearls, then we'll be good. I think that's a good place to wrap up at the moment. So for next time, what I will do between the episodes is obviously get the sheep farm up and running so that we can start generating that, and hopefully I'll turn that on as well. So I'll let this run for a while, and then we'll turn that on and we'll see how much we can get from them. Power may be an issue. I might have to expand that a little bit more at some point, but that's fine. I mean, you know that is easy to do. And then I want to try and get to the point where I can do that mechanical earth. Once we're at that point, then that will be the next episode that I record, so that we can get that in. Yeah, everything relies on ender pearls. And I've been going out and I've killed a couple, but then I've needed it for this, that, or the other. I need ender pearls at the moment for the ender chests, because what I did notice was when I typed in quarry, we've got the RF tools builder, which means we've got RF tools in the pack. Yeah, which means we've got the builder. So I can actually set that off in the mining dimension at the top level, make a massive quarry and just strip mine it for resources, and then use the ender chest to transport it from the mining dimension into this one. Then all of our needs for resources will be satisfied. But until I get ender pearls, I can't do any of that. So yeah, we're just going to have to keep going. But we'll get there. We will get there. Oh, and the other thing that I was talking about the other day was these. So the charge porter, and obviously the matter transmitter and the matter receiver. So I like the charge porter because you can just right click and just jump. The way stones are brilliant, but it would be nice to have something in an inventory where I can just right click it and just go straight home. So that is something else that we're looking at. I know that we've got diamonds, and I know that we've got some of the shards, but you see that we need ender pearls, and it's just ender pearls are a pain in the arse. And we've got the rest of it. We've got the rest of all of it. It's just ender pearls. So, well, they are breeding at a rate of knots, and they will be growing up, and then they will be breeding even faster. So when we've got a little stack of them, we will turn it on, and then we will slaughter them. So I will go and finish the slaughter thing, and then I'll tell you what we'll do is, or what I will do is, I will go and finish that, so that we have the mob slaughter, like, you know, the slaughter factory, whatever, and then on the next episode, the first thing that we do is turn it on. Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to leave it off until the next episode, and then that way you can see it working, and then hopefully in that episode we can do the mechanical earth as well and get the mob farm working. That sounds like a plan. I've been Syntosis. You've been awesome. Laters.